20 stone. He's 6 feet 7 inches, the current British discus champion. Problem, and Richard Slaney's retired. Why that, Richard?
Because I think there's too much of a risk of injury, especially on this event, because there's a long way to go yet. And the last one was quite hard, to say the least.
You damaged any muscles, you think?
No, not really. I got a bruise on my arm from the first one I did, but apart from that, I'm okay.
Well, you could still conceivably share the points for first place. It all depends on Stephen lifting the next weight. So
if he lifts, he wins.
If he lifts, he wins, right.
Right, the next heat is between John Hines and Richard Slaney.
Are you ready?
Now, the time to beat here is Drew's 8.3 seconds. And Slaney wins with a time of 7.3 seconds.
All right, here are the times then coming up for the fastest two-man. At the top there, through to the final, it's Richard Slaney and John Hines who'll be competing. Nearest the river then is Richard Slaney, and the other side, John Hines. Coming up then, the final of the sack race.
John, are you ready?
That looks pretty simple, but was it really as simple as it looked?
It's hard to run like that because you've got all the weight on your spine and you're bent over forward and you've got your arms up in the air. But I just think I got a better start that time.
Thank you very much. The points now for the sack race. Richard Slaney, 8. John Hines, 7. Zedelovsky, 6. Richard Slaney's having a great contest up to now. 24-year-old athlete, 6 feet 7. Again, staying low. And the athletes have done pretty well all the way through.
But this guy's a strong guy, big but fast, and I think being an athlete and I think he should do well in this. Look, he's got a good Yeah, he's going well if he can keep low and keep that moving.
Been listening to Jeff, you see.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's had a little...
no stumble there.
Are you all right?
Richard. You turn that way, Richard, actually. Sorry, I know you're recovering.
It's hard.
We make it unofficially, I think, right about 26 seconds. I'm going to be told in a moment there. So it looks as if you've won that event. Was that a very difficult one for you?
It was more difficult than I thought it would be, because I've got a lot of weight, and I think I should have won. But in the middle,
It seemed to me, because I was standing beside Jeff Capes, that you got off very quickly. I mean,
yeah.
there was no
But then I
pause.
fell in the middle, and I sort of had to get up. And it's hard to get the tension back on the rope. It sort of hits you, and you go back. But
How does all these sort of feats of strength compare to the discus throwing? Would you like to get back to that as quickly as possible?
well, I'll think about that after tonight.
And let's confirm the result then on the truck pool. Richard Slaney with 8 Slaney, our leader at the moment. But he's finding it too heavy as well, so he's gone. The next...
University in California, also was Britain's strongest man
Richard
in
Slaney.
1980.
And in the red lane, Errol Carnegie.
On your marks and get set.
So, 43.4 is what the lads are looking for. And it's quite incredible. Richard Slaney is again just throwing them on, as if they were some sort of wreck. Mind you, Errol's not doing too bad.
I think Richard's in the wrong trade. He ought to be a drayman. He's just literally just throwing them on there. We had a quick talk earlier on, and he said what he was going to do, and he's doing it.
So, Errol Carnegie in the red barrel lane there is doing quite well. But visibly, when they get down to the last 4 or 5 barrels, it's definitely a lot more weight for them to deal with. Looks like Richard is going to win here. Look at the time. The time to beat. Oh, he's done it. The time to beat was 43.4. We have a new leader. Slaney gets on on the truck himself. Yeah. So Carnegie's last barrel coming up now. A little bit of a struggle, and a 55.5 for Errol Carnegie. So we have a new leader. Now we come. Well, Richard Slaney now, who is, remember, overall joint first with Hamish Davidson, is doing ever so well. He's doing amazingly well.
Yes, he's really concentrating now, and he's determined to finish, and he's moving very fast indeed.
Whoa. And even had the strength to have a little throw there. We're now up to 15 millimeters in thickness. And believe you me, that is a heavy bar. Hamish Davidson struggling. Welsh, just look at that. So much energy has to be exerted on these things. doesn't look to me at the moment as if they are actually going to meet the two ends of these bars. I think they've finally met their match with 15 mil.
Come on.
At this sticking point, the bar is cold and dead.
So, they're getting very close to time. Last desperate throws. Slaney about to fall over the railing there, I think. Put them down. Final measurements have to be taken now.
Another win
On
for
my
Richard.
right, Richard Slaney. On my left, Stolby Prince.
So, first heat now. Concentration on the faces, the correct grip, and they will be off. Adjustment of the elbows.
Take the strain. Go!
Richard's got the better leverage on this occasion, but I think Stolby is going to use as much power as he can. But,
White knuckles there.
yeah. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard.
He's not there yet.
No, Richard will hold him in that position. There's a lot of effort expelled in this exercise. I mean, people might just think it's so easy, but I can tell you from experience, painful experience, that it's not.
Oh,
That's it. That's it.
Go!
there we go then. Richard Slaney looking for 45 seconds. A lot of concentration. Remember, he's holding that out, arms fully outstretched. There is a pound short of 4 stone hanging on the end of his arms, and he must keep his back and his backside against that board. Look at that. Rigid as a rock. Well, he's starting to suffer a little bit there now. At the 30 mark, the bucket's going down, it's going down. And there you go, surprise, surprise. Richard Slaney.
First two contestants for Cumberland Wrestling, Richard Slaney and Andy Drevietsky.
And here we have the Cumberland Wrestling with Richard Slaney and Andy Drevietsky. Two opposites, if you like. One at 6'7", the other one around about 6 foot.
Well, the two wrestlers, let me have a little word with you about the rules, basically, that the wrestlers are going to face each other. They place their chins on the opponent's right shoulder, and they use an arm grip in which the left arm is placed above the other person's right, as you can see there, and the right arm below the other person's left. The hands are hooked behind the back, and the rules are that if any part of the body, apart from the soles of the feet, which obviously have to touch the mat, should touch the mat, then that person is deemed to have lost the bout. So in other words, the first one down, which in that case is Richard Slaney, is the one who cops out. And Andy Drevietsky, ladies and gentlemen, at one time I used to think I was tall till I got in amongst this lot. And I can tell you, these 8 fellas have provided us with some excellent competitiveness over 3 beautiful days here in Brighton. And of course, the winner, Britain's strongest man. Can we hear it for Richard Slaney? And we bring on to present the prize the Vice Chairman of British Meat. We welcome David Parker. And there it is. David, thank you, the winner. And I think I can safely say we've had 3 days of great competition, excellent spirit from all these fellas, and they all deserve one big round of applause. From Britain's strongest man, thank
Well, we live in hope, really, that he can pull something out. Slaney, now 30 years old, famous wife in a contrasting event. Now, can he put this together? There's no real edge to it at the moment, and yet that's his best by a long way. And one always feels that a man of his stature should really be able to pump the discus out over 60 metres. Let's just have a look. I think it's moved him up, certainly. but there's no use of the legs whatsoever.